It's the dog. It's the dog, man.
Yeah.
It's the dog, man. And I got my baby bro right there. You know what I mean? You know, my guy. You know, my guy right there, Shaheem. I got my guy. So we got Shaheem. Shaheem has a show called The Walkthrough that Snoop is going to be on. So we are preempting the walkthrough. You know
that's great.
You know what I mean? So again, beautiful. Listen, I had Snoop on with me last week, and he had a great story about you and of course Jeff, and I would let him actually talk about it. You know what I mean? You know how he felt about G.I. Joe and Fresh Prince. He's very astute.
Double J.
He's very astute.
Double J. He was just at my house a couple weeks ago.
I didn't steal nothing either. I left shit like
But he's very astute about Philadelphia hip hop in particular. Yes, he's a very like Snoop. Again, I understand why he's the dog father, because again, he's very knowledgeable about it, hip hop as a whole. You know what I mean? Whether it be old school or new school, and in particular, he knew a lot about you all. So if you could speak to that, Snoop,
that's crazy.
Well, when I was growing up listening to hip hop, you know, I come up in the early '80s. Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jeff, y'all motherfuckers was like top 5 on some real shit. That first album y'all dropped with the Ready Roxy and the brand new funk and all that shit. That shit was so hard. It was like LL Cool J hard, like lyrically, like sonically, like punchline, like hard wise, funny wise. Like you had everybody, like you said, you had funny shit, but you had shit that was MC shit. To where on the West, we was really after lyrical content. So when you was busting the way Jazzy Jeff was cutting that shit up, and like you say, he was making the precise cuts, he wasn't overdoing it, and it was just the sonic sound of it all. It was inspiring, and it made us, when we made records, we wanted to make records like that felt good. So if you listen to our records in the beginning, they may have been hard, but they all felt good, and you could get them motherfuckers. So the foundation, y'all laid a great foundation, and I always felt like you, Will, was like in the same level as LL Cool J, because LL was always like the hardest rapper to me in the world. Yeah, well, then I heard the fucking song Summertime, right? And I'm listening. My ears say either Rakim wrote that song, or either you and Rakim had a meeting or something.
Can you please?
Am I wrong or right?
No.
Can you please settle that urban legend? Because people think, and Rakim McLean, that's my guy, but he thinks that you took his cadence. And can you please actually put that to rest?
Absolutely, without question, I was trying to sound like Rakim, right? So, but what had happened was, what had happened was, no, I was absolutely positively, Rakim was my favorite rapper at the time. And I had just finished the album, and I was going to the airport to fly back to Philly. I'd done a couple songs with Hula and Fingers, these Chicago producers. So I was, me and Jeff had done our part of the album. Did these couple songs with Hula and Fingers. I was on my way to the airport, and we had partied all night. So I've been at the club all night. The album's done. It's great. So I'm walking out of the studio, I'm saying goodbye, and they hand me the track. They was like, hey, we just did this one more joint last night, and they handed me the track for Summertime. So I was going to the airport. My flight was delayed. It's fake like crazy. My flight was delayed. So I'm in there, and I was like, let me just mess with it. And I was like, ooh, damn, that joint is crazy. And it's the only record I've ever written from beginning to end one time through and didn't go back and change anything. I wrote it from top to bottom, just how it is. But then I went back to try to lay it, and my voice, because I'd been out partying all night, I couldn't get my higher voice. And the only way that I could get my voice out is I had to be down in there. So I was like, it is like the transform. But it was strictly because my voice was blown out. And then while I was doing it, I was like, oh, I sound like the R. I sound like the R.
But Snoop, let it be known, Snoop, that we left the studio. We were in the vehicle. We were leaving. They gave him the tape. It was the last song.
Yeah, but I wrote it all. Rakim didn't have anything to do with the lyrics other than the massive love and respect and the imprint that he had left on me as an artist, and the desire I had to just get anywhere near the quality of rapper that
shows
is.
your penmanship. That shows that your pen was real mighty for you to channel that, but to still remain you.
Yeah,
it
for
still
sure.
was you. It just felt like some shit that he would have said. That's how dope that motherfucker was.
Absolutely.
Like, damn, this shit cold right
I'm
here.
definitely all the way.
Your Benzos, while you're front stunting on the Rizzo. Playing.
Yeah, man. Everything I could do to get on the level with the R.
Wow.
and then also I gotta mention this. Like, it was two more rappers from Philly that we really fucking respected on the West. Cool C and Steady B.
Yeah.
Hey Snoop, there was an infamous battle right after the American Music Award.
I battled Steady B live on the radio.
Give me that. Give me that.
Listen to me, Snoop. Listen to me. Snoop, listen to me. It was unmerciful.
Yeah.
Give it here.
It was unmerciful. I mean, I got to find out, Mimi. My ex-girl.
I'm a hip-hop student, so to me, like, that's what I need that. That's what
I'm just saying I was hard to beat at the time. I was hard to beat.
I need that, Will. I need that.
No, listen to me. It was, and Will is, naturally he goes to the comedic place, but really, to be honest, in terms of vocally coming at people, he's going to cut you. He's trying to cut every piece of your balls out. Yeah. Period. And I'm just being honest with you.
I don't think nobody wanted that issue with you back then, Will.
It's
because you could beat him, and you could outclass him, and you could outfunny him. Like, that's one thing about hip hop. If you can make somebody laugh, you can control the narrative and also be fly and dope. You already didn't win.
That's hard to beat.
Yeah. So I just wanted again, we're actually we're coming on before my brother Shaheem show. You know what I mean? Called The Walkthrough. And Snoop is a guest on it. So he just came on the Pop One and give us some love. You know what I mean?
Appreciate y'all. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all. Love.
Hey, Shaheem, you do great interviews. I always say you one of the dudes that I love doing interviews with. You really thoughtful, you insightful, you understand the dynamics of hip hop, both sides of it. You do great work, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I just love working with y'all brothers, man.
Love what you're doing, man.
It's the young boy, Shy. That's your young boy, Shy. That's my guy.
Hey, Jazzy Jeff, send me some heat, nigga. I know you producing your ass off.
Listen.
I've been on your wing. I've been on your heels, and you know it.
Yeah, I know. You remember that Glenn Lewis track I gave you when we was in Hong Kong?
Man. God damn, I'm about to come get you, man. Quit playing.
Hey, listen. We actually going to do a nice fuse. We're going to ask all the people in Instagram to come over to Twitch right now.
Yeah, come on over.
Seamless.
I'm glad this is
switch.
I'm glad this is your show, not me.
Because my fans will be mad as fuck if I
Somebody gonna be mad as well.
We're going to ask everybody to come over seamlessly to Twitch.
Yes, slide on over to Twitch. Come on in.
Come over to Twitch. You know what I mean?
We got the legends.
Listen,
the views expressed by Charlie Mack are not necessarily the views of Will Smith, Snoop Dogg,
or the dog father. No. So no. Again, you know what I mean. So we were talking about where was that? My mind thought London, Swiss Cottage, recording. He's DJ. I'm the rapper. Yeah. Did you know that it would garner the success that it garnered, that it actually had?
No, not me. Jeff was always a better judge of how stuff was going to do. For me, I like to always assume what I'm doing is going to be the best thing that the world's ever seen. So I try to delude myself. That's how I create the energy to move forward. I'm always living in a beautiful future. So if the present is ugly, I can make myself believe anything to get energy to keep moving forward. So it got to go real wrong for my mind to accept that I lost.
Wow.
Do y'all have any issues? Like when I work with Dr. Dre, we will make a record, right? Everybody will say this record is dope as fucking, and Dre be like, "No, I don't like it. We ain't putting it out."
Yeah.
Do y'all ever have that issue with you and Jeff?
That never happened. I don't think. Right?
Yeah, not because I really didn't have an opinion like that. Like Jeff was doing all of that stuff. Jeff is organizing the album. Jeff is picking the tracks. I liked rapping, so I would make it, and Jeff would put it together. If Jeff said it wasn't hot, I'd be like,
Well, you do your recording. You say, peace. I'm out.
I'm out, yo. You know,
you trust Jazzy Jeff.
I trusted Jeff with that. If Jeff say it ain't hot, then I guess it ain't hot. You know, as we got older, I realized he's wrong a lot.
Okay, so again, the dynamic. This is TV online magic, right? Because we're dual tasking right now, right? So we're on IG, and then we actually going to throw to my brother Shaheem for his show. We're going to go back to IG, and then Snoop and then Shaheem going to have their thing on the walkthrough. So Shaheem, do your thing with brother Big Snoop Dogg.
Are you really trying to explain the internet to me, Charlie?
No, I'm not explaining. I'm not explaining to you. I'm saying I'm just so we can focus on because listen. No. I'm saying no. What I'm saying is we're simultaneously airing, and now it's actually the baton's being passed on Twitch for Shaheem and his show and Snoop, and then we're going to concentrate on Instagram.
I like that.
I got one question though before Jeff and Will lead. I want to ask y'all just your early remembrance of hearing Snoop in that Doggy Style album.
I was so mad at Jeff when I first met. I was like, "Yo, do you hear how that sound? How come our stuff don't sound like that, Jeff?" It was like they were taking the production and the sound to this big, gigantic. The frequency range was so much wider than everything everybody else was making. It was fuller, it was louder, it was stronger, and it was like, you know, the West Coast in general kicked up the production to another level. It went somewhere else. Yeah, and that that Doggy Style album is like I was mad. I was like, you know, I gotta be honest. I was mad. I still could get a little mad if I listen right now.
Listen, Snoop. Let me tell you something. Of course, rappers always talk about being in pocket.
Yeah.
Like there was no other comfortable place that Snoop could be in than 1, 2, 3, and 2. Let me tell you something. Man. Snoop. It was like Snoop. Because let me tell you something. At that point in time, I was in LA. I was working with Will. We played that record every day. Listen to me. Every day, all day, because it was such. Go ahead.
Yeah, it gets past entertainment.
You need that worked on. You have a problem. You need that worked on.
No. It was just. I know it was a little crazy. I was like, no, because I was.
Man, you got a big ass mouth in there.
Yeah. No, but it was past entertainment into study. It was like, you know, nothing else sounded like that. Like they created and Snoop just had this flow, and it like I considered myself to be like I could hit the pocket, like that was a part of my thing, and it was like he just hit it better, and I was like, what the hell is going on out there?
That's what you get. That's what you get when you plant those kind of seeds. These kind of students that come. Like I look at the generation before me, y'all mastered the craft as far as having skills on the record, on stage, in person, right now. Like it was we on the spot. If somebody want to battle, we got to be ready. So I had that same mentality that y'all had because I was raised by y'all. So I'm the seed of the generation before me.
Yeah, man. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man.
Who actually inspired you? Where'd you draw your inspiration from, Snoop, in terms of your style?
Style wise, first I'm gonna say Slick Rick.
Yeah,
he's always like the most entertaining rapper to me. Like the way he could change his voice, the way his stories made you close your eyes and see what he was saying. I always wanted to tell stories like he did. So when I started rapping, I wanted to be like a storyteller, but I wanted my stories to be of what I went through. You know what I'm saying? But I could borrow Rick's tone. I could use some of his melodies and, you know, make my voice pitch up high and then come back down in tone. Yeah. So that's some of the things that I learned from him that I really, really studied. And when I met him, we found out how much of a student I was to him. Like I told him about his history that he didn't know about.
Amazing. Snoop, is there a record that made you feel like how you made Will feel? Like your album you heard and was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, the BDP first album.
Yeah.
Damn, Criminal Minded, Boogie
Criminal
Down.
Minded,
God
you
damn,
can find it. Like,
that shit was so hard.
Yeah.
All them samples, the way Scholar Rock was cutting them samples,
Yes.
and the scratches, and the tone that Chris had, it was just like, ooh, that was nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, that was ridiculous.
All right, so listen, because I definitely have a time limit with my brother Will. I'm not going to abuse my time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we're nearing. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I would love to, you know what I mean? But again, he said thank you. He said thank you. He said, thank you. Thank you. So polite. So polite, Calvin. So polite, Calvin. And respect. You know what I mean? That was Calvin. That was Calvin. That wasn't the Snoop. That wasn't Snoop Dogg. That was Calvin right there. Thank you. So no. I want to. I definitely want to disengage here and continue with Jeff and Will and Shaheem. Do your thing on the walkthrough, man. With the big stick down.
Appreciate y'all.
Hip hop. This is hip hop.
Thank y'all for that classic y'all made, man. Hip hop history. Thank you.
There you go.